It is a beautiful, beautiful day. Today's Sunday, February 6th. February's going by pretty quick. I'm looking forward to seeing how the month plays out. You know, how much work will we get accomplished? Will I get accomplished? Will you get accomplished? And that could be for any number of projects. It doesn't just have to be for the all-important Sandbox. Yesterday was the Game Jam awards ceremony. My game, Runeblade, I did not place top 10, but that's okay. And I reflected on that for a while. Of course, you want to see your project succeed, especially when you spend so much time on it. But you also have to understand that other people are giving their all for their own projects, and they want to see them succeed. And I wrote in my diary, my journal, of, you know, how to move forward. And I think times like these, when you don't win, when you don't see success, it's very easy to give up. And I know I've given up in the past. And this is one of those times where it makes or breaks you. And I'm gonna keep pushing forward. I'm gonna keep making games. Even if it wasn't a top 10 submission, in my heart, in my mind, I did my best. But what I submitted was not a complete game. Not in the slightest. I rushed the last week, and it showed, at least to me. I know people still enjoyed the game, still had fun, but there were a list of items that just should not have made it into that draft. What up, Dizzy? But yeah, my closing thoughts on the Game Jam and not succeeding is that should you ever witness someone else winning, especially in a competition that you are participating in, I hope that you feel joy, because, well, if it were you, you'd be ecstatic. So competition needs to be fair, needs to be fun, and it needs to be friendly. And if everybody wants to win, it's a good feeling. For sure. But yeah, Game Dizzy, thanks for popping in. I wanted to officially stream today. So that's the goal. I'm streaming for the next 2 hours. When you pop on Game Dizzy, we're all moving over there. And of course, I think everyone who participated, especially the top 10, they earned that prize, that seat, that recognition and respect. And so hopefully, you know, one day, one of my games will make it. But it is what it is. So, today, we're going to be working in Sandbox Maker. I want to at least demonstrate some of the concepts that haven't quite made, you know, it into the game yet. I want to add some quests, some fun gameplay. Which one? Dizzy, what are you talking about? Not sure how that one made it. But so far, the game that I've been working on for the Fun Guy Game Jam has got some work to do. We have like less than 3 weeks now, and I'm sure I'll be working on it even the last 24 hours. But I have a glider here. It's called a fun glider. So this was the mechanic I was working on. Did I just get affiliate? Game Dizzy, I've had affiliate about a week, and you subscribed not too long ago, like a couple days ago, when I had like an impromptu stream. But all of my emotes that I had submitted, or at least 5 of them, finally went through. I get it, Dizzy. Don't worry. So the player is gonna grab this, and it's got that flight mechanic. I'm sure you've seen this, Dizzy, on like Twitter. Basically, this mechanic was discovered on accident. But yeah, it'll be a glider on a 60-second timer. And I don't think the timer was saved, because I actually added a timer here. Oh no. All of my timers are gone. What? Did I not save? Rip. Little Legion, how are you? Good morning. Still sleeping. Ah, oh, game Dizzy. Yeah, it did not save. It saved all my instant death messages though. But it looks like my timers either got deleted, because I hid them all, like right here. That feels bad. The Legion, how's your day going? Floating M-Rush. Man. So I'll be working on that today. Oh, good evening to you. What part of the world are you in, Little Legion? My cat wanted to say hi. This is my cat. Say hi. Oops. That's my cat Tipsy. She's my compadre. She's hungry, so I might have to step away and just feed her real quick. Or you'll start hearing her. She'll get vocal. So I'll be right back. We're back. Oh, in Asia, Little Legion. 9 a.m. Right now it is 8:10. I am on the East Coast. I'm in Florida. I'm gonna see if this weather command works. No. Damn. Yeah, I woke up early this morning. Floating mushroom, is that just clear blocks? Yeah, I'll show you more about it. I basically have to redo the commands. That is frustrating, beyond belief. It just didn't save. Shame this weather command's not working. I'm not gonna worry about it though. So, just to re-demonstrate, when you jump, you start to kind of like float downward. And that's because you're walking on this carpet, and the carpet itself is attached to the glider. So it's a hierarchy. It's right here. So the blood vial is one of Touche's assets. And yeah, it's all about the collision, as Little Legion pointed out. Little Legion, I think you're the one that showed me. He sent me the link on Twitter, and so now I've added it to the game. I'm calling it a fun glider, and there'll be several of these. Man, I wonder what did save. And how was I so reckless not to save? So this is the day before. And then all yesterday during like streams and stuff, I was working on the respawn mechanics. So I just gotta redo the respawn. But that's okay. That's what we're working on today. At least I somewhat remember. And I've talked with, I think, Mac about this. It's very difficult to kind of like regurgitate sometimes with, you know, new information, at least these skills we pick up in game development. It's like how these messages interconnect. I'm sure, you know, after the 100th, after the 1000th time, it becomes second hand, you know, but until then, you know, Gabe Dizzy with the bits. Thanks, bro. So, we need it to die on glider.killed 1. And this is a health component. Get a glider.killed 2. By the John Crow. I wonder what games he's made. The golfing one, right? This one was your mod of the mechanic. Ah, okay. We'll check it out. Let's see what we got. Indeed, flight control is amazing. Was finally able to ride one of my favorite dragons in the game. I love your test scene. All the different stuff going on. The tank. That's awesome. Yo, what is that? Oh, I think I know what that is. My guess is you've restarted or respawned in the game so many times. Those are the rarity effects. Okay, that looked cool though. With you riding the dragon, that's very cool. Yep, a lot stacked. Okay. Yeah, in my game I had something similar happening, where every time I respawned, it just multiplied the effect, so it was interesting. Okay, the mountain wants to attack you. That's normal. Very cool. And yeah, thanks again for sharing that, because it gets your mind going like, how does that work? Nick Skull, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. How are you? How the exactly, Game Disney, it's magic. Well, I want to get this timer working. One thing that I'm interested in doing is adding like a 60-second like visual timer, which I think might be difficult given the circumstances of this game jam, because we can't quite put, you know, some sort of like new asset such as numbers or digits in this, so I couldn't like give a visual display, but I'm gonna see how I can work around that. So this is the health component, and I had done this yesterday, so this is me redoing it. Apparently I didn't save, which was a little bit frustrating. And Nick, so yeah, I'll be streaming for about 2 hours, and that's generally when Dizzy comes online. Morning coffee and smokes, nice. But hey, thanks for popping in, thanks for hanging. I'm gonna keep working. So this will be glider. I try to label things, and I'm curious how you guys label your assets. Just let me know how you would go about it. But like, let's just say if I wanted to search, you know, these number pads specifically, I'd like to have like a naming convention. And so my current solution is to have it as kind of like a summary of the messages attached. So like this one, for example, is glider.kill1, glider.kill2. So I now need another where this one will send from glider 2 to 3. So when it receives the message of glider.kill2, which comes from this number pad, it's going to send 3 to this glider. What does Mushroom have and the rug doesn't? It's really important. So it's all connected. So if I were to search this here, there's no real easy way to show you. I'm gonna name it actually. That might help a lot. So we have glider handle, and then I'll just show you in the hierarchy here. Glider base, and then we'll call this glider mushroom. So now in the hierarchy, you can see up here, there's the hierarchy, the handle, which is connected to the base, which, you know, the parent, I'll use the correct terms here. The base is a child to the glider handle. The mushroom is also a child to the glider handle. And so when you pick up this handle, because it has the pickable component, because of its position as well as its hierarchy, because you're standing on that carpet, this base, you picking it up means every time you jump, like there's like this not quite gap, the same gap you would get from a jump. And so as you're jumping, and this is me kind of understanding the logic as best as I can, every time you jump, you're kind of getting a little bit of elevation. And yeah, you step on the carpet. Exactly. So here's just another demonstration. As you can see, there's actually a carpet here. I'll probably hide it a little bit better because you can't actually like step onto it. But by jumping onto it, you can get into the pickable position. And so now every time I jump, I'm basically getting a little bit of distance. And also because I'm kind of running, it's just like slowly gliding me down. Airwalking. And so this entire negative space here, I'm gonna have like items the player can pick up. I want to create this kind of like timed mini game. So the glider itself is gonna have a 60-second timer. And perhaps there's like some emergency spores in the air, or someone had like a baby. Let's just say mushrooms, you know, reproduce by letting out all these spores, and all of a sudden there's 60 babies, or however many went loose. But yeah, if you just kind of grab it and fall off, you can easily glide anywhere on the map. And then I'll have like this bottom section over here. This will probably be like a swamp, more or less, you know, like final boss location. And then using Touche's assets, he had crystals, so those will be like something that'll be collectible. Thanks, Nixcult. It's a work in progress, but you gotta start somewhere. And yeah, the John Crow. Thank you for like pointing out his name, because we want to give him credit, Little Legion. The distance to the feet changes your drop exactly. So like the closer this is to that handle, probably change. Yep, like I just floated to the top, which I did experiment with this. Like if I let go, I'm stuck. So, oh, but then picking it up again, it looks like I'm kind of like clipping the carpet now. You can't see the carpet, but anyway, let's see what happens if I have it right here. Yeah, I mean, that works fine. But it also like descends a lot faster. And we wanted to give it like a glide type feel, so we got to find that happy medium. Because we want, you know, happy accidents here.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
What happens if you drop it? You pretty much just stand still. Wait. Because you're on that carpet still, you know? Yeah, so, see, I'm on the carpet, so if I let go... It's a good pause mechanic, I suppose. But the idea is there's a timer as soon as you touch this. It's just very unfortunate that the timer and all of my work from yesterday was not saved, but that's my fault. Yeah, creature riding. If it's a flying creature, it's also more fun, Little Legion. But yeah, adding a timer mechanic, I think is, you know, the direction I want to take. And I hope everybody has like unique ideas that they use this cool flight bug. You would just kill the objects? Yeah. So this will have a reset. And what kills it will be glider.3. We don't want the health bar to be available. And when it dies, it's going to reset. So it's basically going to immediately respawn. So the way this is currently set up is this message, glider.kill.1, needs to be received. And so we want, when the player basically touches, and doesn't even like pick it up, just when it gets close enough, it's going to send that first kill command. So message when spoken, we want glider.kill.1, because this starts the whole chain operation here. So when it detects the player, it's going to send out that command. There's probably something missing, but let's test it. So these pads should be dying. The glider's looking like working well though. Okay, so we want probably a higher detection range. This needs to die as soon as we touch it, or after like a certain delay. Oh yeah, we need the tags. That's what's missing. So we're gonna give everything glider, send to, and tags on the bottom. Yeah, exactly, Little Legion. I wanted to do a 60-second timer, because that, I've noticed that difficulty in a game should not, and I think Rock put this very well, like he stated this a certain way. I'm probably butchering it, but like having an accessibility to your game to where anyone can play it, anyone can have fun. There's not like this gate of someone playing where it's like they can't surpass a certain part because of their skill level. And so 60 seconds would be like the ideal time, because you can go anywhere on the map in 60 seconds, you know, gliding. And yeah, so I just want to make sure this game is accessible to everyone. What's up, Game Dizzy? We'll do great things one day. Why not today, Game Dizzy? Why not today? Let's do great things today. You'll poach me? Thanks, Dizzy. Okay, cool. The timers have started. The second calculator here doesn't have the tags, it looks like. Instant death message. Yeah, we hit the wrong message on it. Glider, when it receives .2, it'll send out .3. Too talented. Dizzy, weird talented. Skill knows skill, right? How's that saying goes? Yeah, you found strange energy really tough even for Touche. He was fully decked and found it tough. Anyone with less skill was basically beat up by the game. Yup. Little Legion, yup. Honestly, having a fun, challenging experience is great, but it can prevent other people from enjoying it. Like if it's not innately like known what to do. For example, like my game Runeblade, and this is something I mentioned earlier, like I rushed it at the end. I don't think it was finished. Far from it. Like if either of you had played it, there's key crucial parts of it and clear corners that were cut, and you know that's a whole nother conversation. But Like it needs to be a full, complete game. You can't have rushed certain things, because then it just removes the enjoyment from the experience. For example, like people were telling me, oh, I found this hole that if I jump to, I have to literally restart the game. And that makes you feel so bad. Game Dizzy I did. I made sure to like it. It was, I think when people actually see it in action, you should totally make a clip, Dizzy, of you using it. I will retweet the shit out of it. Okay. So this dies on glider.killed3. Which is this. We don't want the health bar. We want to reset these. Oh yeah, there was no death delay. So we needed at least 1 second there, so it times it. That's the whole point of the delays, because it makes that timer work. We want to reset these, so every time one of these gliders is picked up, it starts this process. I believe this will work. Okay. Yeah, when this dies, it doesn't need to send any messages. Everything looks pretty good. Let's see what happens. So when you get close, it starts. There it goes. Okay, great. So I've already made the respawn mechanic, and of course I made it again. This is the second time. You think people will get... Gimsy, it was a little bit... like I didn't quite know what it was, what you were talking about at first glance, because it was just the text, right? It was like, it was ideally not visual enough. But when people actually see you use it, I think it'll really sell it. Too tired? Dizzy, you have broken ground, my friend. And talented Little Legion, thank you. That's very kind. But yeah, like, so Little Legion, you submitted for the Game Jam too? Yeah, it was pretty frustrating to be, to know that your game wasn't, you know, a winner, quote unquote. But, you know, you gotta take it in stride. You gotta move forward, ever forward, progress. Yeah, the John Crow. Fantastic to find out this mechanic. So, every time I pick up this glider now, after 3 seconds, which I will then edit to 60 seconds, it respawns. And so the mechanic is, I'm going to have multiple gliders all around this tree that when you just grab one of them, it's going to start that timer. The music one is great though. Oh, of course, Dizzy. Like, don't get me wrong, competition was fierce. And so when your project just, you know, doesn't meet the par, it feels bad. And as, you know, no one wants to lose. That's all I'm saying. If anything, I want to express this joy that they themselves worked hard and they succeeded, not because I have failed, but because they made, you know, specific choices that a player, someone that will consume their content, they made something that has replayability, has, you know, this exciting kind of game feel to it. And there's lots of logistics. I'm not smart enough to go into detail, but like there's more than just, you know, fun game, win. Okay, so here's a question for those of you watching. Should I make all of the gliders share one timer, or should each glider have its own timer? Let me know. Yeah, Dizzy, please share your thoughts. It's the best way to use chat. So, I got that respawn mechanic back. Again, a little bit frustrating that it was gone when I woke up. But that's just my own fault for not saving, I suppose. And of course, You know, bad day yesterday. Okay, so over here, I had started kind of this title screen, I suppose you could say. Last time, this was definitely valuable feedback, but I didn't have a proper thumbnail. So I'm gonna probably do something like this. And this isn't set in stone, pun intended, because it is set in stone. Oh, Little Legion, you haven't learned Vox Edit yet. Well, I would love to work with you and show you, you know, some of the things I've done. I personally, like yourself, enjoy the game maker aspect. That's my favorite part. And yeah, it is good experience, 100%. Game Dizzy thought it was third place. I thought, told your wife, VPire, it's rigged, and then showed third. She worked hard, Game Dizzy, and I won't say that thought didn't cross my mind, because I know what you mean. But she worked hard, and it was shown, you know, she had this coherent story that really flowed. It was beautiful, which is very important. I think aesthetically, like everyone in chat, myself included, we absolutely ate up VPire's game. And the story itself, like, it flowed, it was there. And it's the congealing of all of the various aspects of a game that make it, you know, replayable, enjoyable. But yes, I know exactly what you mean, Game Dizzy. But, you know, here we're going to focus on our own progress. We're going to ensure that we're moving forward. And, you know, as you grow in skill, the products that you show, the products that you create, they should represent that. And I want to reflect that I'm continuing to grow. Very good backstory. I agree, Little Legion. But yeah, I might replay all those. So, all the winners at least. Maybe even make a video. We'll see. Save. So, in the game, I'm debating where to spawn the player. I think having the player spawn at the very top of this makes a lot of sense, because it's going to be like integral to the gameplay. Sorry, hiccups. The asset list was small, but the world build using those plus this basic sandbox assets, very well done. Exactly. It's all about how they kind of like put everything at their disposal together and then accentuated on it, you know, added to it. And I think they made a fantastic game. And I hope, you know, they make more. Don't stop. That's like my motto for today. Is like, don't stop. Keep going. Push forward. Be a judge, for sure. Game Dizzy, I think everyone enjoys judging. You would enjoy judging those competitions. I'm curious how Touche will judge. And if you'll have like a panel. Okay, so the other thing I was working on, which didn't quite finish, was my teleporting function. So I'll probably be working on that right now. That'll be my second part to this cohesive error where everything didn't save. So now I gotta fix this teleporter too. So, hey Dizzy, I mean, if you're shitting on everything, you know, there's still gonna be this grade of shitting, right? So whatever is the least shat on will be number one. The gradient of shit, yes. 50 shades of shit. Okay. So, you would be calling the Duke, yes. Yeah, the Duke, I wonder if he, I guess he had to have intended to have the poopy avatar and all of that. That's his brand now. Okay, so we have this indicator. When you walk up to this button, because that's all it'll be is a button, you'll be able to teleport to one of my like quest hubs. And I did this with Runeblade and I really enjoyed it and I got great feedback for it. So if you ever wanted to just instantly teleport to a temple, not only would it teleport you, it also set your home point. Like when you died, it would respawn you there. And that really helped with the flow of the game. So I'm going to reuse that function. So when you click it, i.e. this button behavior, it'll do teleport.blue. The broadcast range, I was told, doesn't need to be high. 1000 should be enough. Thank you, Little Legion. I kind of want to remake that. The game Dizzy, the wife's getting jealous, huh? Hey, you should invite her. She should be your mod in the stream, bro. Put her to work. But yes, so it's gonna send this message. I'm gonna probably have to look at what I had made in Runeblade, and I even took some screenshots, and it wasn't like completely obvious, so I'll probably have to look at it. But she's always watching Dizzy. Gotta be on your best behavior, man. So we want that message when received. Oh, I think this is it. This is why it wasn't working. We want teleport.blue. So it's going to spawn with the tag. Let's see. I had made like this collage. I'll pull it up. But if it's not obvious, or if any of you can think about, why it's not connecting, I'd love to hear your ideas. But let me pull it up. I had made it in Photoshop. Let's see if I can add Photoshop window real quick. There it is. Oh man, I didn't save it. Rip. Man, I was a bundle of joy yesterday, I'll tell you that much. She critics every stream. Why didn't you? Oh, Dizzy. Hey, it's good to have that critic though. And yeah, sometimes Dizzy, like that stuff just flies by, or it's just easy to miss. And I think a lot of viewers understand that and try not to take it personally. I will tell you, some people do take that personally. Like your wife. So, this means I need to find all my screenshots and drag and drop. A little bit of lag. You guys can see my bad Photoshop skills now. So what I had done was just kind of lined all these up just so I could better understand what was happening. So that's what you're seeing right now. Oh wait, you're actually not seeing it right now. That's more funny. Huh, interesting. There it is. Is it moving anything? It's not even moving the things. So Photoshop just doesn't do well as a window capture. Good to know. But display capture works great. So you can see what I'm doing now. Long story short, I am setting up this collage so I can understand how the teleport works a little bit better. So I had several kind of like ways it connected. So you had the area you'd end up in. Cats. Don't need that, we need this. Okay, and so this gives me a good visual. I'm gonna go and save this, just so I don't have to have display up on screen. We'll call it Sandbox Save. Image. So you can see my reference image here. Nice, Legion, back to lurking. Thank you so much. Yeah, good luck. Oh, you're reworking it. They need some export function. If now we end up rebuilding every mechanic each time. Huh. I'm sorry to hear that. But either way, good on you for keeping the progress moving forward, bro. And thanks for stopping by, my man. I'll catch you later. Hopefully I'll have some stuff to show off. But it's easy to get distracted, and I'm sure Game Dizzy will agree, especially when you're streaming. So, I want to get this teleport working and see what we got. Lurking, hey, no worries, Dizzy. Appreciate you stopping in, and I look forward to your stream later. Getting coffee and food, oh yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna keep focused. Hopefully I get this teleport working. I'll probably have to jump back and forth between Runeblade just to understand what I had done. But as you can see, I've placed my reference shot on screen. You can't really see it that well, but this is what I'll be using to just understand it a little bit better. Thanks, Dizzy. I'll try and talk through my process. Okay, so looking at this asset spawner, because that's like the key. It needs to spawn the tag. See this little tiny image, dude. Alright, I got it. So the asset spawner needs a certain tag, the a.spawn. I think a.spawn was attached to something specific. So it also needed health. Okay, good to know. I think that's why it wasn't working. Nice, nice, okay. We don't want this to be visible. This number pad actually doesn't need to be here. This torch was supposed to be like a representation. I wonder if this will work. No. That would have been awesome if it just worked first try. So, oops. Okay, so that one seems to be set up. Okay, that looks good. A.spawn, okay. Has broadcaster, yeah, everything looks good there. Message required, yep. Health components, yep. So this is supposed to kill A.spawn. So I think I need to have this set to like teleport anything else other than blue. I'll go ahead and remove this image in the middle here. So we'll do teleport.red, for example. Teleport.yellow. And there'll be one of every color, so I might as well add them while I'm here. And by every color, I mean every color that Touche had created with the crystals. And there's 5 of them. Let's change up the music. What's this one do? Yeah, I don't have to worry about this one too much. This one doesn't need to die. Right, so that spawns. Message required. Teleport blue. I think we want the teleport blue to spawn. We're also going to change this to be teleport blue to text the avatar. We'll have it a wide radius. When it detects the avatar, it changes the spawn point. I'm not saying it's gonna work now, but I'm hoping it does. Nope. So I don't think I have to change anything with that first initial button. That button already works. But I'm gonna look at it again. This one here. I'm gonna just up the broadcast range just cause it sends out this message. Teleport.blue. Indicators don't matter. Let me go back on the ground. So, I need to figure out why it's not teleporting me. I think it has something to do with the way it should kill me, the player. So I'm gonna go into my game RuneBlade and edit it and see how it works. Oh, and for those listening, RuneBlade, I'm not giving up on. I intend for RuneBlade to be my piece of 1x1 on Sandbox. It's going to be the experience to kind of understand my flow. Because A, this is my first game. B, it's not finished. Be right back while this is loading. Okay. So, let us discover Little Legion's strange energy is to be one of the missions. There will be a hub where the explorers will venture forth from other missions. If you tweak it, you can make is the beginning chapter in a series. Okay. So just a little tweaking, you'll have gradually upgraded weapons. I think I see what you're saying. And honestly, I think that adds to the fun, is like you as the player grow more powerful, you know? And it's just part of the okay, so this works. It just kills me, teleports me. Let's understand why it does that. Okay, so this spawner doesn't really do anything other than send this message, air.spawn. So there has to be something that's actually like killing me, right? Is there a tag that kills me? I found it. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Looks like I forgot this part. Good to know though. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is all that I was missing, so let's go and save this so I at least have that orb still there for testing. Huh. Okay, so controller, components, respawn tag. They don't spawn. Instant death. Glad I took a screenshot. Is a trigger. Send to tags. A.spawn. Blocks damage 100. We are going to want some damaging blocks. Let's just go ahead and add a few. Do lava. Little Legion building a moving platform from basic assets collage to get it to move. Looks good. Plus climbable. 16 assets, and there's supposed to be a lot of this. Ooh, I see what you mean. Just so it like looks pleasing. Is this, you're doing the Fun Guy Game Jam too, right, bro? Because yeah, having a cool platform is a lot harder than it looks. I'll show you, Little Legion, what I used as a platform, and I really liked the simplicity of it. So obviously, the avatar portal would be a good choice. I had played with this, which kind of like starts with a platform, which is obviously a bug, but if you flip this fountain upside down like that, it works pretty well as a platform. Also, the table. I used the table in my game because it was like a small platform, and then when it reached the bottom, you know, it would go down into the dirt itself, so you couldn't see the bottom. Looks like a mushroom too. Yeah, a little bit. This here, you mean? Just because of the roundness of it? But if you were to go under it, like if it was a vertical platform, it's a little bit jarring. But if it's a horizontal platform, like that looks great. Let's see how far it'll go. We'll just give it some distance here. 20. Let's see if my teleport works. Moment of truth. Nope. Yes? Yeah, it worked. But am I gonna just keep dying? This guy's trying to help me. Want to make it climbable from the sides. Oh, I like that, Little Legion. Alright, so why is it not stopping the death machine cycle? I'll have there be a little bit of a distance here. Death machine cycle. So this little spot here will continue to die because it has that tag. Lula Love, good morning. Hi, how are ya? Yeah, no one knows if it's morning for you, for me. It's morning here. But welcome. How are ya? By the way, I have so many random commands that I've added over the week. Do you guys want to see a random command? Let's hope this works. Frick. Oh no. Well, it's funny that it's not working. What am I missing? Oh, I know why. Okay, my bot wasn't turned on. It's night here, been a great day. Little Legion, that's what we like to hear. I'd see, now the bot's turned on. So my bot is officially welcoming you guys. Little Legion, great morning. Fantastic. I'm East Coast, so East Side. I don't do that often. I'll never do it again. So today we're figuring out why every time I teleport, it just wants to kill me over and over again. Why would you want to do that, game? Is it gonna be an only once mechanic? This little character's at the bottom right? I'm glad you love it. If you wanted to customize yours, I can show you real quick. And Game Dizzy said he was going to be adding him to his stream too, so we look forward to using him on his stream. But if you were to go to Twitch, and you see this Halfd0rk streaming, you could scroll down, and this is the extension you'll want to give some permissions. So your avatar, you can customize using this little button here. And the more points you rack up, the more stuff you can buy. So for me, let's give me a... Where's armor? Offhand, back, main hand? Let's give me some meat. I'll just pick some meat. I thought there was armor. Heads. You could be a frog. Face. You could be a Ugandan Knuckles if you wanted. That's so stupid. I could have sworn there was chest armor. I'll have to look into it. I wonder what this does. You can customize it, yeah. Yo, Nick Skull, welcome back. How do you put cash on Twitch? Oh, if you wanted to do like bits, which I think is what you're asking, that'll be down here in the bottom right. I cannot pay myself. So it won't give me that option. But yeah, I'm excited to see the combinations people come up with. So, to show you the problem I'm currently working through, when we first started the stream, we fixed this, which was a timer. You can see these pads dying, and then when that second one dies, it respawns. So we fixed that, but I'm trying to work out my teleporter here. So when it spawns me, it just kills me over and over again. And we don't want that. That is not part of the gameplay. But yeah, if you guys have questions about, like mechanics, I'm happy to go through them because it helps you as well as it helps me to like understand it better. And this is something any teacher can tell you, is like when you're able to reciprocate and enunciate and kind of reinterpret something to help someone else learn that something, it just furthers your own understanding. So, back to work. Asset spawner spawns me. I have a tag. There's a message that goes through. When this spawns, I don't want it to continually kill me, so it needs to stop at some point. And I don't want there to be a delay of spawning. So it needs to have the health component. And the reason for that is it needs to kind of reset every time I teleport somewhere. I'm so glad, little Lula love. It's not too difficult to buy things, and if you can't seem to buy anything, do let me know. But everything I think I put at like a reasonable price, like 5 gold or something. So we'll see. Okay, so this,
boy, that escalated quickly.
It really did escalate. At Game Dizzy, I think you'll appreciate this. I have added, these gifts that should be interchangeable. So if anybody sees one of those gifts, which are tied to channel points.
My mom! Get out! It was worth it!
I want those to be replaceable by your favorite memes. So if anybody has a meme they want to see on screen that they can buy and other people can buy with channel points, that'll be part of the stream experience. What's lit? I can't do the accent. I want to. Wish I could.
Look over here.
What? Huh? Game Dizzy? What? Big regular show? That's what we like. Like regular show, greater than Adventure Time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is fine. I don't need to fix this. I'm gonna make a pile of all the things I have to fix. This broadcaster needs to broadcast only once. We'll try that. We're just trying it. I don't think that's gonna be the solution. And
Let the hate flow through you.
okay, alright, I'll get angry. I'm sorry. So all those memes I kind of want to like develop a response to. It's like, huh? Like when you did look over here, I'd be like, huh? What's up? Huh? Too much fun. Exactly, Dizzy. An interactive stream is a good stream. Well, honestly, I take that back. Everyone's stream's different. And some people, like, they just focus on the content they're making in front of them. And that is fantastic. So, let's see. Health. This is for the message broadcaster, which will continue to kill, which I believe is what was killing me over and over again. So, right now, yes, I die. It does continue to kill me. So something else is killing me right now. Let's find out. Because that was set to only once. Yeah, because it's set to broadcast only once. It's broadcasting to specific tags. So I don't think it needs to be this tag, actually. Health, I'm not going to worry about right now. Might have to revisit it. This is me trying to figure out the teleporter. Hey, Dizzy Dorkbot loves and appreciates you. I do have other commands that, because you all are here, I'm happy to share. Let's see. I'll share another one. So if you guys wanted to lurk, you could do the lurk command. I'll share another in a couple minutes. So that's just a good way to say, hey, I'm here, I'm watching, but I'm not here. And I might not be watching. Right? Me too, Lula. I try to at least hang out in the streams. Because it's good to support your friends, you know? But yeah, I try to work too. That's part of the Sandbox experience for me, is like I'm always, you know, watching someone else do Sandbox stuff. 4 all-time lurkers. You're lurking good, Little Legion. Thanks, bro. Okay, so this tag, I think, is the problem. So I want the tag to be attached to the teleporting function. So when this number pad spawns, it needs to be destroyed elsewhere. Because that's the whole purpose of the teleporting. It's kind of creating a checkpoint. I think this is fine, actually. As what it was. I don't think that's what was killing me. I'm a little bit stumped right now, so there's going to be a lot of trial and error. Yeah, we don't need that. Like, this has to be Y, and I think I have to, like, add a second step in here. Just so it's not, like, killing me. Like, I think what I have to do is have a toggle behavior. I guess I could put it on here. And I'll probably have to revisit my other game. Thanks, Dizzy. It's called StreamerBot. If you go to streamer.bot. Let me just go there before I give you a virus. There's a lot of customization. But I think you'll appreciate it, and I don't recommend doing it all at once, because I did that and I wasted a couple days just getting everything set up. Is it new? No, not necessarily. It's been around about a year, but it is advanced commands. So it's like you can attach channel points, for example. All the channel points run through it.
Do it.
But I do recommend it. It's highly interactive in the sense of like communicating with your chat. It's fun. Let's see. So, toggle behavior. The toggle will turn on with teleport blue. And I want it to turn off with a different command that all of them will use. So I think I'll try to use this command called teleported. We don't want a toggle, and we don't want an initial behavior. Let's just see what happens. Okay, I die. I keep dying. So it needs to be a one-time thing, but it also needs to be something I could do later on. This broadcast only once might be part of the problem. But let's just see what happens if I change the delay. It should kill me faster now. Oh, it did not kill me faster. I don't have any behaviors attached to these things. But that would honestly be what broke it, if there was something. That Knight or Fossabot doesn't. I promise you, Dizzy, when you look into it, you'll know that it does much more than Nightbot and Fossabot. But the things it does are additive and unessential to a stream. But I think you would get a lot of use out of it. So all I'm saying is there is a time commit to learning it. But I am enjoying it. I actually really like it. I look forward to sharing more of it. I have other commands if you guys wanted to try another out. This one's my favorite. What do you call it? A pig with 3 eyes? Pig! So this looks fine. It has a tag. Tag teletorch is fine. We want it to spawn, but we also want it to like go away after you've, you know, gone elsewhere. So I'll have this tag teletorch be removed if the player finds another. Okay. Set that aside. Like, that's fine.
You may be worthy of that. Do not prove me wrong.
Lula, your voice is so deep, thank you. Well, thanks for the 20 bits. Dad joke controlled. It is next level streaming. It's having dad jokes. On command. But thank you. So, everything looks good there. I believe what's killing me is this. And this is what I need to fix. Chelios 10! Good morning. Long time no see. Literally like 12 hours ago. How are you? This is the Game Dizzy morning show. We'll be hosting our good pal Dizzy when he goes live in about 45 minutes. Okay, so this needs to reset. We'll give it a death delay. And we want it to remove itself. Maybe this was part of the problem. Specific tags. I'll probably just have to look at my Runeblade game again, just to understand how the mechanic works. It's more or less me regurgitating this teleporting function, is what I'm trying to do. But Chelios, welcome. I'll show you what I've been working on. Today, I had to fix this. Just didn't save last time I made it. But when you grab this glider, it has a timer on it. I'm going to change that timer to 60 seconds. Let's just say you wanted to go somewhere, you would jump off, slowly glide, but then you run out of time. Or do you? It's not It's not currently running out. Always fun. So what was the problem? No, I'm gonna fix this problem. So it's supposed to reset. When these die, they're supposed to reset. There was no problems the first time. So I think one of these just didn't reset properly. Send the tags, etc., etc. Okay. So this says the reset. Death delay. If we add a death delay, it might help. Let's see. So it looks like the second time you use it, there's still like something missing. So for example, if I keep running around, it's going to eventually die. Boom. Both of these pads have respawned. But if I grab this a second time, okay, that's working. That's working. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. I'm an expert. What can I say? And by expert, I mean literally stumbled onto that by accident.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
And so right now, I'm working on this teleporter. So when it spawns me, it's continuing to kill me. So that's the current problem. We just want it to kill me once. To kill me softly. So something is awry. And I'm curious what that might be. Has a message broadcaster. I think it's continuing to kill me. And so I had made this infographic of my dilemma and how I was solving it in the other game. So this looks fine. A.spawn, correct. Message required, teleport.blue, okay. Oh, it's the delay, perhaps? Huh. So I had delay, I had health, I had a tag. The tag is part of the problem because we discovered last time I jumped into my game that I was missing this. And so it's a respawn tag. So every time I die, it intentionally respawns me at this tag. Death event, respawn to tag, that's fine. I took a screenshot of this too, so maybe that'll help. Oh, okay. Kill and lava. Alright. So it looks like this needs to be a death delay of 2. This needs to be kill. I don't think that'll fix it, but let's see what happens. Instant spawn. Oh my gosh, that fixed it. That's what we call a happy accident.
We will watch your career with great interest.
Alright. Oh, and here's that table platform. Actually works pretty well here. I think I might add some bushes on it. Okay. So right now I'm just kind of like accumulating ideas for this area. I want it to be kind of like a jump puzzle. It might go all the way up and around the room, and it'll end on like a platform. there's going to be caves. And like this guy, for example, he'll give you a quest. Does anybody know like fungi lore? Like I'm unsure like how these guys talk, for example, like what their mannerisms might be. Like do they talk like little babies? Like this guy's got a little drool. This is something I've kind of grown to understand, is that chests use a door mechanic. Just see if that just works out of the box. Uh-oh. Wait, that killed me more than once. Okay, that's killing me more than once. I think it's just because I'm walking close to it. No, okay, that's bad. Oh no. I don't need this right now. I'm just gonna delete it so it's out of the way. I didn't change anything. Is it when I walk close? Okay, it's this over here. What are you doing, bro? So, when it speaks, it sends out teleport.blue.spawn, which I wanted because it kind of represents a checkpoint. So, when that happens, it's going to spawn this torch. Teleport.blue.spawn. But I think something else is receiving that message and causing it to break. Just for testing purposes, I'm gonna jump in, run around a bit. Nothing's killing me until I walk over here. And so I think this is just sending this message right here, and it's targeting me. It reads me when I get close. When it reads me, it's sending this, but apparently this message right here is killing me. So the current solution that I will probably go with is I'm going to change that message. So it's going to be teleport.blue.torch. Because again, the torch itself just represents, hey, this is a checkpoint. See, nothing else seems wrong there. So we're changing this to teleport.blue.torch. So I died, respawned, we're at the new checkpoint. Mushroom chest works. If I go over here, it still kills me. And it's now killing me on loop. I wonder why. What the hell? What the hell? Is it exclude target? Like it's because it's detecting me. We don't want it to be only once. Maybe because it has a tag. Or lack thereof. It's very curious. Is it this? Like, I'm so close to solving this. So when this spawns, it has the tag a.spawn. So instead of detecting entity, I will use a message. Okay, that fixed it. No, it didn't. Oh. Okay, that fixed it. Nope, never mind. So I just don't understand why this is killing. Because it's causing me to respawn. Is it because this torch has something? The torch doesn't need message broadcaster. We'll remove things to test. And it doesn't need the health. Let's try it again. Spawned. Okay. It was one of those. It was because this torch had some kind of broadcast. Very interesting. Hey, good to know. Cool. So, Integ, if you guys didn't know Integ, is my internet crashed? It says I'm not broadcasting right now. Okay, so I did break ground on this teleporter. Let's just try it again, see if it works. When you spawn, it sends out that message, boom, you teleported, and then this torch appears. Everything looks good. So now, when you move the torch over, it's just going to be a representation that you have teleported here, and this is your current checkpoint. I do want to add some interesting things like this rarity. This rarity looks kind of dumb. Yeah, I guess we could pass on the rarity. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. This doesn't need to say anything. It's just to represent that, hey, you teleported here. Boom, now there's a, a representation that this is your current checkpoint. Yeah, I'm into it. So, everyone will be streaming for about 20 more minutes, and then we're going to hop over into Game Dizzy's stream. I'm probably going to grab some breakfast and hang out with you all there for the rest of the day. I do have Dungeons and Dragons tonight, and because I am a dungeon master, I do have to prep a bit. So, my day won't be fully committed to the Sandbox, as much as I'd like for that to be. But it will be, a good way for me to just hang out, have a nice leisurely Sunday with you all. Alright, so this here will send us back to the top of the tower. So we were going to give it a button. Give it a button. Where's a button? Button not here. There it is. Button. And we'll do teleport dot light. And I'll know what that means, because I remember things. Not often. This is going to be using that same logic. As this. I can even just duplicate it and use that as a template. So this will be dot white, teleport dot white. Zips. Spawn here. Click the portal mushroom, sends you right back. And I'm not dying over and over again. Fantastic. So we've actually worked out quite a few things today. I want to make a video. So maybe I just do that now. Why not? What would I demonstrate? How the teleport works? There's a lot to kind of like talk through. There's other mechanics that I can make a video for too. But I think that'll be part of, you know, my content creation, is being able to make these videos that can easily be shared, as well as show how certain mechanics work, not only in my games, but in your games. So let us maybe just have a little fun and build out this platform here, this tree. So there's multiple ways I could build out this tree. One thought is I can use other trees that kind of like branch out of the side. So think of these as like leaves. And I think I'll use, you know, some other branches to get a good visual of different ideas that I'm having right now. Is this the right wood? Yeah, that's right. So what we're gonna do is build out a couple branches. We probably won't go too far. That's good. Yeah, it's kind of awkward how the stream just stopped working. I'm not entirely sure what happened. It's very likely that my computer ran out of memory, just like the RAM just stopped. So I might close a couple background programs just to kind of lighten the load. Yeah, this tree, I'm gonna give it like a nice barky texture. Because you'd be barking up the wrong tree, my friend. You came to this neck of the woods. So because I've done that, it now has this very kind of jagged texture to it. Not a fan. Not a fan. So we're going to remove a lot of that. Holding down right click, dragging. So I wanted to make a couple more branches just to basically terraform and see what looks best. Because this is the top of a tree, so I want it to look, you know, enticing. I want it to look inviting. So if you were a player, you'd be like, I want to go look at that. And I think I have my work cut out for me in terms of like making branches, but it really depends on how far I want to take it. Like, not every tree needs like 1,000,000 branches, right? I think these could be like kind of sawed off platforms or something. Yeah, I apologize for losing connection there. It seemed to have been a software issue. But it looks like we're back. Okay, so my first test was over here with this tree. I had placed these trees to act as like leaves and branches. So now we want to try other, I guess, mechanics or looks, styles. Like a bloody spike barrier. No. At least I could say I tried. Definitely a lot of woodpeckers. Yeah, we want a tree, or at least... Ooh, like these will make great kind of like branches or leaves. Like that. And what if we put them inside of the blocks to hide? And I think removing the collisions. So like, how many of these would be too many? Let's find out. Where'd I go? Dizzy, my OBS crashed. So I think I was just running too many software, too many programs. But I reconnected everything and it seems to be okay now. Yeah, it was a weird crash too because it wasn't broken, like the software didn't crash. It just stopped the streaming connection and then I couldn't reconnect. But restarting it fixed it. So, we're back. But yeah, we're just gonna play around until you hop on. Do you use slobs or OBS? Game Dizzy, if you use slobs, they are, for, you know, just to sum it up, they're a bad company. Yeah, OBS is better. But there's a lot of drama with Streamlabs OBS that I wasn't sure if you were aware of. So I basically tried to stop using their products. Yep, OBS is the original. And so that's why Streamlabs OBS has been, you know, labeled kind of a knockoff company, is because they're taking software in the streaming kind of like realm, such as Stream Deck, such as all of the various events or event lists, and they've kind of like copied the code, rebranded it, and began to sell it as their own. And that just kind of sums up their business practice. So it's like forks like Streamlabs OBS are more or less copy-paste with, you know, like their branding. They're just kind of shady, that's all. So I think the entire tree I'm going to use, like I got to commit to one of these. I think I want to commit to these as the leaves. I think that looks pretty cool. Yes, OBS is open source. So think of it like this. And this is, you know, me siding with OBS in a way. But like OBS put out this free open source project. And then Streamlabs is like, hey, that's mine. takes it and then kind of like uses it to market their own stuff. But it's not just OBS, they've done it with other products too, and that's where the shadiness comes in. Like Stream Deck, for example. They also made a website recently that completely copied another, like verbatim template, interviews, everything. How do you do alerts? I use Stream Elements. I did use Stream Labs for a time, but Stream Elements, there's a lot more customization, and I honestly prefer how they do it. So it's streamelements.com. It's not loading for me. Is my internet just cutting out today? There it goes. Okay, so right now I'm building out this tree here, and I want to give it a lot more life, a lot more vigor. And so that's what these trees are meant to be, are like leaves, branches. But I'm not quite sold on it yet, so I might play with some other styles and ideas. Like I think there was a fern I could use. Like these could be the leaves. Might be a little late. Hey, no worries, Dizzy. How late is a little? Because I don't want to go too long tonight. So these might actually serve as pretty good leaves. 1020? Okay. No worries, my friend. So yeah, when you boot her up, I'll bring everyone over. I'll probably go get myself a bite to eat and then come back. At least that's the plan. I've been too lazy to cook lately. It's not even that difficult. Like I generally, what I do is meal plans and prep. So like, when I was living alone, I had a slow cooker pretty much going at all the time. And it just made things easy. Hey, welcome back, Little Legion. Sorry for the stream interruption. My OBS crashed on me. But I reconnected everything and it seems to be working just fine. So for these, we have no collisions. Maybe we'll do like a floor of them. See how this looks. I kind of like that style, that look, that flavor, that zest, that zinginess. So these will scatter the entire top of the tree here. These trees don't really match that color. I'm back. Hey, welcome back, Lula Love. My OBS crashed, and OBS is the streaming software, and so it was like running, and I guess I didn't see it until I was too late. So I'll have to check the VOD and see how long I was offline for. Thanks for popping your head back in. Right now I'm decorating the top of this tree. And so, for those of you unaware, this is the Touche's game jam that I'm working on right now. I'm developing kind of like an RPG where the main mechanic that the player will use is this. And it's like a glider. The glider will have a timer. So when you basically touch this glider, it's going to start that timer. And sometimes the timer itself isn't working. Like if you see right now, it's not reading it properly. And I think it's because I didn't go far enough away. Interesting. Also, stuff just doesn't save sometimes. So for example, walk up here, those timers start going off. Let's just say I'm flying. Oh, there goes my travel mushroom. But now when I walk back up to it, it should repeat that. See? Like I repeated it that time. So it works. It's just, it's not consistent. I think there was some kind of miscommunication. Perhaps I was too close. And that could be a way to cheat. But we just have to assume the player doesn't intentionally cheat. I think a player like Cyber Dragon, for example, he looks for those kind of loopholes and then he just kind of like pierces them. But to kind of like break it again, to show you what I'm talking about, is I could stay here, grab this, and then as soon as it respawns, immediately grab it again. See, I broke it. So now I have a no timer on my glider. But yeah, that's how you break it. For now, that is a problem I don't have to solve, because there's so many other things to work on, and that is unessential. So let us look at another option for a tree branch. I want something that matches these ferns. That would be very nice. So what we can do is we can use the sort here, find the plants. Yeah, cactus tree. Bamboo tree. Ooh, these are good leaves. What else we got? See what looks good. So like some of these trees, I do have this, urge to use them, but they might not fit everywhere. You know what I mean? It looks like I added them over here, and that's a nice look. It's got like that sand with this almost dying tree. The leaves themselves look like sponges. But yeah, I'll use those over there. For the tree itself, I'll use something different. Flowers on the top of the tree. Sunflowers, maybe. Weeping fig. It's neat. What else? The grass corners. I haven't tried using these yet. What other tree options do we have? Got giant flowers. Those are nice. Lots of good hanging vines. Nice. Sahali shrub. So right now I'm just kind of like poking through the assets, seeing what might, mesh well with this tree. Got lettuce, hanging vines, Monstera deliciosa. Interesting. It looks kind of like a swamp plant. Might have grass at the top of this tree. Could go pretty well with these ferns. We'll move that. So these pine trees, there's actually quite a few variations. And I think they'll fit well on the tree as the kind of leaves and branches. So we had a full, there was a sapling. But I was also looking for alternatives, because while I like those, I wanted to, you know, have options. But for now, that looks to be our solution. So I will add all of the pine trees except for the snow covered, including the logs. And we'll use the wood blocks. Go ahead and push that to the front. Cool. So now I want to kind of build out this tree a little bit better. There's going to be platforms with these gliders will all be stationed. I think I'll have at least 5. So let's build a couple more platforms. So, I did want to introduce more commands as I was streaming. Again, I apologize for that interruption we had, but one command that I had added was the question of the day. And I spelled it wrong. Let's see if that works. So, the question of today, and this has actually been a couple of days long question, just because I've been off and on starting this stream, was how did you find out about the Sandbox? So I'm curious how you all found out about the Sandbox. Me personally, I discovered it on Twitter. And that was from just looking for crypto games. I didn't know about the Sandbox until late November, and it was because of their marketing with the alpha. Season 1 that I learned about, you know, Sandbox. Ooh, Nick's Googled about metaverse, and it was one of the first results. Interesting. Okay. Google Love, I see your little avatar. That's so cute. I think the Sandbox is quite clearly one of the contenders for metaverse. I think it's like them and Decentraland. Husband was big in crypto for a while and found the Sandbox. I just like to game, so I got involved. Hey, that's fantastic, and we're lucky to have you, Lula. So it's, does your husband make anything for the Sandbox? Or want to? Or just kind of discovered it, showed you, and now you're the Sandbox expert? So these branches look terrible. I hate them. These branches can leave and never come back, and I would be okay. But the show must go on. And you took it. Alright, so you took it and ran. Gotcha, Lula. Thanks, Chelios. He helps when it comes to game creation. Biggest support. That's adorable. Well, I'm very happy to hear that. Lula, did you participate in the recent game jam? I want to say yes. At least maybe round 21. And will you be competing in the Fun Guys? Maybe I'll make this platform like connected in a way, or it could have like safety nets. But if there's safety nets, like, what's the point? Because unless there's a ladder. I guess if there's a ladder, it makes sense to have a safety net. I'm gonna play with that idea. It's like Touche made this. It's a ball net. So like, for example, if you somehow slip and fall off this platform, it'll be like a way for you to get back up without having to be like, oh, I messed up. And Lula, you did the Round 21 Sports Jam for the first experience. You're doing the fun, guys. Nice! A little team, fantastic. I look forward to seeing your team's work. Mr. Winning, welcome. Good morning. I've been so conflicted with like working in a team. I think it's my inner control freak. But I know it's gonna happen. I just don't want to like force anything, you know? Like, I want to find people that I can work well with and can tolerate my bad jokes. Good morning. So, Dizzy said he'd be starting the stream a little bit late, but we are going to be raiding him when he pops on, because we like to support our favorite bear. Want to start building as well? Fantastic. Nixel, like, are you involved with any creation process right now? Like, what do you like to do in the sandbox? I need a laugh track, Mr. Winning. I make my own laugh tracks. See, I got the giggles. But welcome. I hope to create a schedule for myself when it comes to streaming. I'm not going to force anything right now. For those of you that don't know, I used to stream in the past. Different account. But I got burnt out. And streaming is a grind. And I'm sure some of you have seen, you know, how streaming affects someone mentally. You know, if they let it wear them down. But that's just hearsay. When it comes to streaming, I want to do it. Mr. Winning, this is where Dizzy is when he's late. Yeah, Dizzy has been one of my most ferocious supporters. So thank you, Dizzy. I used to podcast a lot. Dude, okay, Mr. Winning, you understand. Content creation, period, is a grind. When there's always, like, something to be made. Just need to start. Oh, I got you, Nick Skull. How long are you building? When did you download? I started early December. I found out about Sandbox like last weekend of November. And so when I started, I had started Runeblade. So as soon as I opened up GameMaker, I was like, I want to make a cool story. I was so young and naive back then, in December 2021. And so I was like, I'm going to make a cool story, Runeblade. And I was taking my time with it. I wasn't competing. And then the Game Jam rolled around for Alpha Season 2. And I was like, okay, time to go hard. And then I was just building that game 12 hours a day. And honestly, the game I submitted for the Alpha Game Jam, the second one, wasn't finished. And I will be the first person to tell you that. And that's part of why I don't think, you know, I ranked among the top. And I was very glad to see the winners. And you can literally see their effort. Especially after, like, working in the game maker, you begin to understand, like, how much time, effort, energy, creativity goes into these projects. Mr. Winning, my partner was a master at getting our audio on point. He said we sounded better than Nerdist. Never got paid, spent 20 plus hours. Yup. Dude, I salute you for that grind, bro. And you now have that experience, and like you kind of hinted at, that'll, you know, help your stream and like your overall performance value, your production value. But yeah, very cool, dude. producing off mic too, wow. So, those of you just joining us, I wanted to show you what we worked on today. I have this fung glider, is what I'm calling it. When you pick it up, you'll slowly descend until the timer runs out. Right now it's on like a 3-second timer for production, you know, for testing. But as soon as you jump on this, I'll probably have a message that says timer started. And when that timer runs out, you'll immediately start falling to your diddly death. Unless I broke. It's always funny when I'm trying to show you. I'll say one thing and it just doesn't happen. But I found that if you just stand next to it, you know, the spawn, when it dies the first time, or any time after that, like you can immediately grab it, and that just breaks it. So now it won't despawn. But the way it's intended is you grab it, you obviously jump off, it dies, respawns. Now you're far enough away to where it reset the message. And so if you were to grab it again, it would respawn like that. That's how it's supposed to work. It'll be so fun that I won't stream, just watch him. Dude, Mr. Winning is going to have a grand opening. And we're all going to be there to support him. Thanks, Mr. Winning. And yeah, that's a fun glider is what we're calling it. So we worked on that today. The other thing we worked on was the teleporting. So there's going to be probably 5 teleports. And for those of you that played or watched RuneBlade, you'll know that I'm using basically the same system. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And there'll be an easy way to get back. And of course, you can also travel to anywhere instead of taking those teleports. That's your timeline, Mr. Winning. Stick to those deadlines. Those help more than people realize. Is being able to say, hey, this happens then, and that happens there. You know what I mean? It's near. It's close. Coming soon. Yeah, Mr. Winning has been one of the most active people in these like community streams. And I know for a fact that we're all going to be there and support you as well. So thank you. And me personally, I need to get on the grind. But this is a big but. Big but. I have been burnt out in the past when it comes to content creation. And so I don't want to just jump into the deep end. My career was working for 2 very prominent YouTube studios. I was a video editor full-time. So that's my skill set. But I've also played with like game development in the past. And when Sandbox happened, and Joe put this really well one day, is Sandbox and game development is blended in this like seamless way that encourages, you know, the visual and the back end like to congeal together. And I probably phrased that incredibly poorly. But what I'm trying to say is it's easy to put what your imagination can do to work. Yeah. Do our trailers Little Legion? Yeah. I can't do it for everyone, and I shouldn't do it for free. Because time is money. And I'm just being honest. And what type of videos? Mr. Winning, I made basically children's programming. Just to give you guys an idea, Nerf battles. I edited many Nerf battles. Game Dizzy, seems like you're really scared from whatever you went through. I'm curious now. Game Dizzy, you personally, I will share my old account. Because I can trust that you won't share it around. Because I don't want people digging Honestly, if people dug right now, they might find it. But don't dig. No gold diggers in my chat. So, how do we feel about this, like, ball net kind of acting as, like, a safety net? I'm not too sure if I like it. But it makes sense, you know? Like, if you were a little bipedal fungus and you fell off of a tree, like, you'd want a safety net. Like, you'd want this to be, you know, not a sure death experience. Like, there has to be safety standards on the top of this tree. You introduce single-shot Nerf guns to your in-laws and fam. See, that's fun, Mr. Winning. I think so many people are stuck in routines. To have something like a curveball like that is exciting. Maybe using wider webs. Ooh, that's a tongue tire, little Legion. Spider webs, wider webs. Those wider spider webs. So I think because these are touche assets, so I have options. Like, I could use these webs, but there's the nets. So these were made by Touche, so we can use these. But I think I need to stagger them in a way that perhaps, like, the players could use them as stairs. And that way, when they overlap, it's not as jarring. Because when I was looking at this, like, this is overlapped, and it's like, that's kind of ugly. I don't like those pixels. Change of the day, exactly, Mr. Winning. Little things like those, like that. You're a family man. that is a family man moment. Me, I am the introvert in the family. I know some of you can relate, but it's like I'm the quiet one. But what's interesting to me is, like, it's just the dynamic of my family. Because, like, among my friends, like, I'm very vocal. And, like, these streams, you'll find that I can just, you know, talk. And it's not a problem. But, like, among my family, it's almost different. So then we'll have, like, a ladder here. And I think having it as white actually, like, really helps with the contrast. Go West! Good morning. How are you, Mr. West? Love the fam. Also the weird white guy. Yeah, we're all a little bit of Weird Al in here, huh? We're the weird white guys. So yeah, Lula was very quick to find it, but if you all want to customize your little avatar that runs around on screen here, that's below the stream. You'll be able to, here, I'll show you. Or can I? Scroll down, you'll find this little stream avatars extension. That's where you can customize your beautiful boxy boy and or girl. But yeah, I like the idea of this kind of like ladder to the safety net. I kind of want to punch. I thought it and I did it. But let's just say, like, you're a malicious player. I'm not saying I'm a malicious player, but these guys are so close to being pushed off, you know? And they're very, very imbalanced. Like, these are bipedal humanoids. They should just flop. So if you pushed them, they would fall, land on these brilliant safety nets. You would climb this ladder that's unclimbable because it doesn't have a climbable message on it. So freaking cute. Glad you like them. Yeah, Lula's, you picked the right shinies on it. So I think these safety nets will wrap around the entire tree. What I want is there to be like kind of little homes all along the side of the tree. There'll also be kind of like a religious, in a way, place for these fungus to kind of like kind of like church, go to fungi church. So maybe this will be like a church, and obviously they're gonna worship some demonic stuff. No, I'm just kidding. It'll probably be like the heart of the tree is what I'm thinking for the church service. Waking up, I'm doing well, Go West, thank you. I'm actually quite hungry, so I'm looking forward for Dizzy to start streaming, because then we're gonna all jump in, raid him, and I'm gonna go to Burger King. Great, so I'm gonna keep adding to the top of this tree. More or less, we did the hard part today, which was, I'll show you again, because this is what we worked on today. We grabbed this fun glider, and we gave it a timer. So after 60 seconds, it's going to respawn. And that gives the player plenty of time to glide all the way to the bottom. And then we also worked on this teleporter. So there's going to be about 5 teleporting places. And Dizzy, I'm not rushing you. I hope you enjoyed your pancakes. I was just telling it, the good folks, what to expect. And so there'll be about 5 teleports, and then obviously a way back. So if the player reaches any of those teleports, I want it to be very clear, because I've watched people play my last game, Runeblade, and it wasn't clear, you know, that these teleports were there to help you. So I think I'll add like indicators that are obvious. I think more NPCs will say, hey, go teleport. Hey, leave. Like this guy, who I pushed off. Oh, he's angry. Okay, he's actually a very good platform. Note to self, use angry fungi as platform. The other day, I had added this quest just as a way to demonstrate, you know, the quest system. If anybody has like a question or curiosity that I can maybe help, just let me know. And so the way that quest worked, it'd be like, hey, go talk to this guy. And as soon as you talk to him, it'll finish that quest. Start a new one. And yeah, Little Legion, it's always the accidents that turn into you know, parts of the game. And it's always like the fun parts too. It's like, hey, that flying mechanic, that was an accident. Alright. So let's keep building out the tree. If you notice here at the bottom, I had set up all of the different branches that I wanted to use. So I can start with that. These here, like the sunflower, I think I'm going to add just for like decoration. I kind of like it. Just as 1 or 2 kind of lying around. These we can leave. We'll have some birds. Scatter them. Your avatar talks, yep. Mr. Winning, you're the... I have to show you now. You can make your avatar fart. Yes, they are, Mr. Oh my goodness. But they can get overwhelming when there's too many people. Oh yes, and you can hug people, Lula. I'm glad you found that one. Make sure you at them. So like I can at you, Lula, and you'll watch my avatar run up and give you a little hug. It looks like a little tap. Oh, and then the hearts come out. That's cute. Yep, just have to at them. Okay, so I had these trees. I didn't like how that looked, so I'm gonna remove them. I think we're gonna commit to these pine trees here. And then just do them all in favorite stream feature. Oh, no worries. Yeah, Mr. He's probably just getting his stream booted up. Also, I think you have to @, someone that is currently on screen. So, for example, adding Game Dizzy when he hasn't talked in let's say 3 minutes, because I think that's the timer I set it to. If you chatted in the last 3 minutes, your avatar will show up. Also, if you edit your avatar, it should show up. But yeah, these are good to know, you know, for future streams. And Dizzy noted that stream avatars was something he was working out too. So we might see him in his streams. So I did like the look of this, having all these leaves kind of like scattered about. And maybe we'll just keep it to this platform. So this platform here will be kind of like a helipad in a way. A glider pad. I beat you to it. It's never too late, Dizzy. Dizzy, you mentioned you had like custom avatars coming. Let's see, so we have those leaves. Little Dizzy cubs. Little Pokemons. This is stupid cute, your heart. I'm glad the cuteness is available. But yeah, honestly, it just caters to the inner ADD in all of us. It's like, I'm on screen. Hi, Mom! So we want like little flowers scattered around too, around this base. Kind of like that. So something like this. And so this will wrap around the entirety, and there'll be little fungi that talk to you. And then it'll slowly kind of fade to these pine colors. So it'll be like a green base, you know, this shade of green, which will be like the entire central platform. Finished rendering? Ah, I got you, Dizzy. Let's see, a couple things. This needs climbable. We want to move more trees to be kind of like a part of the branches here. So they're meant to be like no collisions. So a player could like walk through them. They're supposed to be leaves. That's what they represent. Because this giant wood here is the actual branch. It's like something like that. And then I guess, you know, we just gotta keep adding more. More the merrier, right? But yeah, we'll make sure all of them are no collisions. Duplicate, rotate. Damn, Dizzy! Coming in hot! Thank you, man. Didn't have to. Yeah, I'm surprised it's muting that audio. I wonder why that is. But yes, thank you, Dizzy. That was very kind of you. Well, Dizzy, because we're close to 10 subs, I wanted to reveal something. So the first 10 subscribers are actually getting an NFT. But you didn't hear it from me. How do you put assets on Twitch? On Twitch, Dick Skull? Or do you mean a game maker? So if you made an asset in VoxEdit, for example, which I can show you actually. So if you made an asset, let's say for example this spider. Oh shit. Game Dizzy. NFT. Dizzy, thank you, man. You honestly, everyone here, the stream is free. Dizzy, you are beyond supportive. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Well, let me finish this. On Twitch, you mean? Okay. So we can go back to Sandbox then. But if you wanted an asset on Twitch, I'm unsure of what you mean. Could you go into detail, Nick Skull? And Mr. Winning, yes, you may have one. We'll give one to Mr. Winning. Oh, like dollars. I gotcha. So connecting is usually through PayPal. That's how I've always done it. And so just to give you an idea, like if you wanted to subscribe to, who can I use as an example? Like if we go to Game Dizzy stream, if I popped on over, like there'll be this button here, near the top next to the follow button. And that's how you would generally like pay for things on Twitch. But please, for everyone watching, this is a free stream. Dizzy decided to go above and beyond. Thank you, Dizzy. That's very kind of you. So, now I get to show you all my profile, where I have some NFTs that I was intending to give to this first 10 subscribers. So, a giveaway that I plan on doing quite often. Not today. I'm not doing a coin giveaway today. These are basically my my raffle tickets, if you will. So these are what I'll be giving away very frequently throughout the stream. And if you have 5 of these, you can redeem an NFT with them. The NFTs I make using 3D modeling software. So the 10 of our first subscribers are all getting a Halfd0rk #1 NFT. That's very kind of you, Nick Skull. And yes, everyone here, please keep in mind this is a free stream, free entertainment. You're just hanging out with us. But yeah, that was an announcement. I wanted to make it 10 subscribers, and Dizzy made it happen. Dizzy, thank you. From the bottom of my heart. And everyone who was gifted one, welcome. Now you're part of the crew. There's no turning back, at least for 30 days. But the creator coins is something I'm still working on, and it's very exciting because I have like this whole mechanic in mind. So, if you want to just give that a quick read, that's what the creator coins will do. Woohoo! Mr. Winning! Thank you. I appreciate that immensely. One thing I should note, and this is actually an important note, is if you were gifted a sub, you do not have that founder badge. So the founder badge is the first 10 literal subscribers, but if you were gifted one, I don't think you get that founder badge. That is an important distinction. And I found that out just because of the overwhelming support of this community. So just keep it in mind. It's just a badge. You can flaunt a badge. Yep, so let's see, Mr. Winning, you got the #1. So, right now I'm just adding branches. Yeah, Mr. Winning, it's basically like a PO-op. So if you want that PO-op, it's kind of the same idea. But, yeah, the NFTs that I've made, for those of you curious, I made them using Daz 3D. Daz 3D is a 3D modeling and posing software. So, generally, you buy models using their marketplace, and then you can pose them into various, you know, like positions, whatever. They recently came out with their own NFT project, you know, like a profile picture project. So just curious, those of you here, have you heard of Daz3D? Because that's how I made my orc avatar. So I'm already liking the look of this. Like it's looking more tree-like. The more trees I put on the tree, it's kind of treeception. Yes, so I would love to show you another unessential part of my stream. I basically was VTubing when I first started like setting up the stream. And so I made this VTube avatar myself. For sure, Dizzy. I'm going to show everyone my little avatar here. And then we're going to hop on over to your stream. Dizzy, thank you so much for the gifts. That was just incredible. You're nuts, dude. So I've basically made all of this in Daz3D, put it in Unity, and then Unity I exported it so I can use it as a talking avatar. And so it's currently loading up. I hope it doesn't crash OBS because my computer can only run, you know, 20 softwares at a time. Not anymore. Second you go over, it's over. Let's see if this works. Hey, it's me, but not me. So this is me as an orc, my Halfd0rk. And right now, it's not tracking my face as well as I'd like for it. And so I kind of decided, you know, to just move back to the camera and just being a flashy person on screen. But I do like the look, like the style of the orc, and there's just so much, you know, at play here, and I think Dizzy has overall mastered it. And I enjoy it. Privacy. How you first saw me. That's you to me. This is my my other half, because I think that's what I'll call it. And so like I've added a lot of the fun stuff, like I can change facial expressions. I can get angry. And of course I can wave. The wave I have it set to where I have to be kind of zoomed out for though. Profile picture, yeah. PFP is a profile picture. And mine, Dizzy, I use VC Face. But I basically edited it using Unity. Rawr, hi Luther. Yep, this is me now. What I intend to do is have this VTuber a channel point. So like you, as the viewer, can turn on my orc avatar or turn it off.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
This is me now. I'm an orc for life, Lula. But turning it off and on isn't difficult. It's the fact that if it's running on in the background, it takes up a lot of CPU, and it can probably be detrimental to my stream. So that's why I want to keep it as like a channel point reward. At least that's the idea. Yeah, I'm going to turn it off for now. And yeah, I made... I didn't make the model itself, like the textures, the shape of it, but I did edit it. So it's like I took what somebody else made and then customized it. And that's my orc. If you want that... Mr. Winning, that's very doable. I can even help you set that up, Mr. Winning. So, I'm going to continue to build on this tree here. I had a couple different trees I was using, and it looks like I copied all of the same one. So we want to add a little bit more variety. Also, I kind of like how this platform here is kind of just blank. So I'm going to keep that. And then probably put like a glider right here in the middle. I'll even use this portal here as kind of like a helipad. So it looks like, you know, something goes there, even if something's not there. For sure, Mr. Winning. Ooh, I don't want to tell you guys too many secrets, because I like revealing secrets slowly, because in the past, I've just done secret dumps, literally just took a secret dump, and all of my secrets were gone, and then I wasn't able to trickle any more secrets. But I know exactly how to do that thing. I can do that thing. For sure, Mr. Winning. But, yeah, I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about that I can do for you that takes very little setup, and it's exactly what I think you want. But it was used in Dungeons and Dragons a lot, and I still use it today. Basically making a 2D image appear like it's talking. So right now, one thing I need to keep in mind is the height. Okay, good. So for example, if this bar that I just made, this is touching literally the ceiling right now. And so, because it's touching the ceiling, if a player was standing, you know, right here on that helipad, then they would be hitting the ceiling every time they try to jump. So, everyone here, we're going to see if Dizzy has started up his stream. I don't want to assume. But Dizzy, when you're ready, I'm ready. I'm hungry. He's on. He's doing it. That timing, that was insane timing. But great, everyone here, we're going to be joining Dizzy. Stay for the raid. Thank you so much for your support, tuning in, just saying hi. It really means a lot. Yesterday was such a great chance to experience and explore all of the content that other creators have been making in Sandbox. And while my game, Runeblade, did not make it into the top 10, I was able to put into perspective all of the work that some of you put into your passion projects, and just gave me a better appreciation. And so I'm excited for the future, and I'm not giving up. That was my TED Talk. Thank you, Lulu Love, I appreciate it. I hope to stream more. And yes, I'll definitely be poking around other streams, and I tend to lurk because that way I can work in the background. So, we're going to be raiding our good friend Dizzy. And yes, thank you, Chelios. I want to stream more often, but in the past I've been burnt out, and I don't want to hit that threshold again. And I hope you all understand what I mean, is just pacing myself when it comes to streaming. And again, these streams are free, will always be free. Everything you can do here will be free. Thank you for those of you that subscribe and go the extra mile. It's not something you have to do. So, those of you that are new, be sure to follow. That way you know next time I'll stream. And you can see me pop online. But, let's go ahead and start up the raid for Dizzy. We're raiding. Ten seconds. Hype. Three, 2, 1.
Check them out.